Oh, you can. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay, fab. I'll just give it a couple more minutes because we're all nice and early. Fab. I'll just give it one more minute. There's just people joining. Hi, guys. Hello, everyone joining. There's a lot of people on tonight. Hi. Fab. Keep going to start, and then the numbers are jumping. Okay, I'll get started. I don't want to keep you all too long, and there's over 160 people on the call now. So I'll just go ahead. So thank you so much for everyone for getting on tonight's call. This call is just basically to give people a little bit of an insight into what it is that we do here at Juice Plus, and just to let you know a little bit about the opportunity that's available to you, basically. So my name is Nat Young. I'm the PMD for Juice Plus, which means I'm a presidential marketing director for the company. And that just means that I'm at the highest position in the business, basically. Can everyone hear me okay? I can still see people saying that they can't hear me. Can you all hear me okay? You can? Okay, fine. If you just press audio, it should work for you guys. I'm not sure why that'd be. It must be at your end. So I'll continue. Like I said, yeah, I'm Natalie Young. I'm a presidential marketing director for the company. I joined the business about 4.5 years ago now. And I was just basically sick and tired of being sick and tired. I used to work for an airline. I did 50 hours a week. And, you know, life was just basically about work. That's kind of all I did. I just used to do a lot of weekends. I used to do a lot of night shifts. I'd have to commute up and down the motorway. And yeah, I did 50 hours a week, but it felt like I was just in work all the time. I didn't have any money ever. That was kind of how life was for me. You know, I wasn't really very good at keeping a job down, to be honest. I've only ever worked in customer service or at call centres and things like that. And I kind of just swung from job to job, but I was just that person that'd get easily bored. I'd like a job when I first started, and then after a while, I'd be looking for a different position. And that was kind of, you know, how life was for me, really. So I was in quite a bit of debt before I joined the business. You know, I won't lie. I never had any money. I was that person that used to get paid, and within a few days I would be skint again. I'd owe all my money out to my mum and my dad and debts that I had and things like that. I was scared of opening the mail because my mum used to shout at me all the time when she'd come round and open the mail, because I just knew it was going to be debts that I basically couldn't pay. And that was just, you know, how life was for me. That was just the norm. I was kind of used to it. So Juice Plus first came out in my area. It was nearly 9 years ago now. So I knew of the products. I thought I did anyway. I'd heard of it. I'd seen people advertising it all over my social media, people that I went to school with, and I just used to kind of scroll past it and not take much notice of it, to be honest. I kind of thought we were like a slim fast type thing, and like a fad thing that wouldn't be around 2 minutes, and I just used to not take any notice of it, basically, all over my social media. So one day I was in work, one of the girls came in, she had a chocolate shake in her hand. I asked her what it was she was having. She told me, you know, it was Juice Plus, and I kind of said, "Oh, you're not on that, are you?" Which makes me cringe now looking back, but that was what I said. And she said, "Yeah, it's literally fruit and veg. I feel really good from it." And I kind of just dismissed it and carried on with my shift at work. Now, this girl, Cheryl, she was part-time, so she only worked once or twice a week. So every week I was seeing her, I was noticing she looked better. I could see the difference in her because I was only seeing her like the once a week. And I just remember she just looked better. She seemed in a better mood, more upbeat. And she kept going on about these products. She was bringing the shakes in with her, making the shakes on a lunch and things like that. And it kind of stuck in my head one day to actually have a look in it when I got home into it, sorry. So that's exactly what I did. I got home and I looked on the Juice Plus website. I Googled the website and had a look. And I was just really pleasantly surprised, you know, to see that athletes use our products. The fact that we're not like Slim Fast, we're not a slimming shake as such. You know, we help people with weight gain as well as weight loss. And these are all different products, really, even children's ones. And so I was really pleasantly surprised to see that we was all natural and a nutritional product. So I decided to get some of the products myself, basically. So I looked for a stranger on Facebook. I looked for someone that sold the product. I didn't want to go to anyone that I knew from my area that was selling the products. I just personally wasn't comfortable in discussing my weight and the fact that I was feeling unhappy with someone that I knew. So I went to a complete stranger and found a girl on Facebook. First of all, I got into the shakes. And then a few weeks later, I seen people going on about the capsules, how they give you energy. And at the time, I was so exhausted from working the shifts that I used to work. I remember thinking I'd basically try anything. And that was kind of the outlook I had on it. I borrowed the money, ordered the premium capsules, and just began taking them every single day with water. Now, a few weeks in, it was near to a month, I'd say, 3 weeks in, I just one day thought how different I was feeling. I was feeling so much better. I realised I wasn't napping before my shifts at work, which I used to do a lot of. And I just had a lot more energy. I was just in a better mood, I'd say. I just felt a lot happier in myself. And the only thing I'd change was these capsules. I was taking these capsules every morning with water. So I began naturally telling people about these products. You know, I was telling my friends about them, and they were quite like me. They thought we were just a slim fast shake type thing. And so they were saying, look, how do I order them? And I was sending a few of them to the girl that I got the products off. And that kind of just put a light bulb moment in my head. I remember one day being at work, one of the girls said, I'm going to order them. And I just thought to myself, I wonder if I can actually do that and start getting orders for it. If I can make an extra £200 a month off this, that'd be amazing, because I never had £200 a month over. And so to me, that would have been a big difference, a big food shop, a little bit of money in my pocket. And so that is what was in my mind. So I asked the girl who I bought the products off, look, how do I get involved in the business? How do I sign up? I borrowed the money off my mum. It was £65 at the time. It's obviously cheaper now, but it was a one-off £65 cost. I rang my mum. I remember shouting. We had an argument because she thought she wouldn't get it back. But I just said, I'm going to get it back. I'll get that back because I know a few people that will order. And if it helps me with £200 a month, you know, that'll do, basically. And my mum said, right, okay. So I decided to join up. I joined up instantly. I just kind of jumped in. I didn't know anything about it or anything, but I jumped in and ran with it. I was a bit skeptical at first, I won't lie, because so many people from my area were doing it, were posting on Facebook. I did think, are people going to start criticising me now? But the way I looked at it was, these people aren't going to pay my bills. You know, these people aren't going to give me any money at the end of the month. So I just kind of thought, well, I'm just going to do it anyway. So I started posting on my Facebook, on my social media. My boyfriend said that I was ridiculous. I was too late. I threw £65 down the drain we'd never see again. My brother said the same thing. It was a scam. You know, them two used to actually laugh at me all the time when I first started. But if anything, that kind of pushed me on a little bit more. So month one, I earned over £900. And I'll never forget the day that the wages went up. I actually thought I'd been paid wrong. I remember ringing the office and saying that I think there'd been an error with my wages, which makes me laugh now at how honest I was, but I was. And they said, no, that's right. And I couldn't physically believe that I'd earned over £900 around my full-time job, sat in my pyjamas at home, just sat on Facebook. And that really, really spurred me on. I remember thinking, God, I wonder what I can carry on earning, basically, because £900 meant a massive difference to me. I really did feel rich with that money alongside my full-time wage. I've just never had any spare money, so to me it was a really, really big deal, and that kind of made me just want to go for it then. So in 7 months I went to presidential marketing director, which is the top position in the company, and that means that I earned the £78,000 worth of bonuses, and that's €104,000 if you are in Ireland. And basically that was all, like I said, from the one-off £65 investment fee that you pay when you join the business. So as you can appreciate, the fact that I wanted £200 a month, within a year I'd earned then £78,000 worth of bonus. So it was just incredible, really. I didn't have a clue what I was getting involved with when I did sign up to the business. So in this business we do travel a lot. It is optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you do want to travel, if you do like that type of thing, then this business is definitely for you. So when I first started, I wanted to sit at home in my pajamas. I wasn't interested in meeting anyone or traveling or anything like that. But that soon changed once I got more confident in the business and realised that we could travel. I did actually think, right, well, why not type of thing. So I've been to California twice with the business. I've been to Vegas 3 times now. They took us to Marrakesh on a private jet. Last year, which was obviously out of this world. We've been to Marbella, I think, 4 times now. So we do quite a lot of travelling if that is your type of thing, but it is optional. If you do want to sit at home in your pyjamas, you can do. It's up to you. So like I said, when I got involved over 4.5 years ago now, I wanted £200 a month. Last month, it was actually confirmed that I'd hit Millionaires Club. So that actually means that I've earned over £1 million in wages from the company, which, as you can appreciate, is just incredible considering I wanted £200 a month. But that is how it's kind of gone for me. This ended up being my full-time job, and I kind of threw my all into it. And yeah, I've earned over £1 million from the business, which is just amazing. As you can tell, earning that amount of money has completely changed mine and my family's life. I've done things like bought my mum a car outright of cash, my dad a car. I've paid all the debts off. I've paid my brother's house deposit. So just things like that to me are a big deal, because I wanted to help my family out. I didn't want everyone struggling. And that is exactly what I've done with this opportunity. I've kind of helped change my family's life as well as my own. So I'm going to stop rabbiting on about me. What exactly is it that we do at Juice Plus? So in simple terms, all we do is recommend an amazing product. So the products are over 20 years old and they are bulletproof. They're all medically backed, and we help thousands of people daily. Like I mentioned before, whether that's skin, people's body, everything really, help with people's confidence. We do children's products. We do things like soups. There's a big range of products, and we help people with all different situations, basically. As we know, people are really busy. Not many people have the time to consume their 7 or their 10 fruit and veg a day. I know for a fact that I don't. I didn't before the business, should I say. And all our products do is basically just bridge the gap. It's as simple as that, really. We recommend them whether that's online or face-to-face. It's up to you. We don't hold any stock whatsoever, which for me was a massive plus point. We don't go knocking on people's doors in the rain with deliveries or have money in our pockets or out of stock all over the house. We are literally the really well-paid middleman. If you go to the cinema nowadays, or you go to a restaurant, or you go and eat a nice meal, most people nowadays, what do? We jump on social media, we check in, we post pictures of our food, we just basically post about the things that we do every single day, and that is all that we are doing, basically. That's what we're doing with these products. So if you did like what you heard on tonight's call and you would pay the one-off £50 or the €60 investment cost, that would then get you set up ready to go in the business. That gets you an online office, And it also gets you a personal website as well that customers can order through, that will be basically underneath you. You'll be added to training groups as well that we have on Facebook, and we also have lots of materials for you to use. So for example, we have customer pictures, customer testimonials, and things like that they've authorized us to use, which just helps us with recommending the products, obviously. And the person that actually added you to this call, they'll be on hand to help you as much as you like, because they will be your upline. So you do get a lot of help and support when you join the business. I did not have a clue what I was doing when I joined this business. I just completely jumped in and ran with it. I didn't know what to expect. Like I said, I wanted £200 a month. That shows how I just didn't have a clue, and I just basically learned as I went along. Everyone doesn't need to do what I've done. I'm not saying you all want to get involved and earn £1 million. Some people do want to come and do this and earn £300, £500 a month. And that's what I think is really good about our business. It's completely up to you what you want to do with it, how much time you want to put in, and what you want to do with it. When you do sign up, you can start recruiting as soon as you like. Some people want to find their feet a little bit. They think, right, I want to find my own customers and kind of realize what I'm doing. Some people like me say, yeah, what do I need to do? I'll start building a team and I'll learn with them as I go along. And that is exactly what I did. I just jumped into the unknown, started trying to drag people on board with me, and we all learned as we went along, me and my team, basically. We're really lucky in the sense we can recruit customers into our business as well. For me, that was a massive plus point. I'm proof of that. I got on the products, I started telling people about the products, and then I thought I could probably earn money doing this, so why not? And that to me is amazing, the fact that we can recruit our customers into the business. So for example, if you had a customer, she got on the shakes, you seen her start posting saying she'd lost a little bit of weight or she was feeling good, we can then offer them the opportunity and say, hey, you could join my team and basically be being paid for what you're doing anyway. That for me, like I said, was a big plus point, the fact that we can do that, because people do love our products and they do naturally start telling people about them anyway. So it just kind of makes sense that obviously they can earn money while they are doing it. With this business, everyone starts at the same position. We all start as a dealer, fruit and veg dealer, and everyone has exactly the same opportunity. So it's up to you what you want to do with it, whether you want to earn a little bit, like I said before, or whether you're like me and you want to earn a lot and change your life. It's completely up to you. Like I mentioned before, we do have a bonus scheme of £78,000 or €104,000. How you get them is every time you're promoted, you get a cash bonus on top of your wages, basically. My first wage that I remember, my first memorable wage, was when I hit SSC, which is like the third position up, and you get like a £1,800 bonus on top of your wages with that. Now I earned £3,700 that month. Now to me, I had never ever seen that amount of money. I've only been in the business a few months, and I was just completely blew away. I remember looking on my online banking, seeing it go in the bank, and I was elbowing my boyfriend in bed and I couldn't sleep or anything, because I'd just never seen that amount of money in my life that was sat inside my bank on my online banking, and I was just completely blew away. And obviously, that just spurred me on. I just wanted all them big bonuses now. But like I say, that is me personally. I wanted to go big with it. But what's great is there's no expiry date on them promotions or them bonuses. So you can do that as fast or as slow as you like. There's no pressure as such. And we have no targets in our business, which I think is really good. So everything that you do, you are paid on. For example, if you got involved in the business tonight, put an order through, or thought, yeah, I'll get on the products myself, you would be paid instantly for that. So I think that's really good, the fact that we don't have any minimum requirements or anything like that. When I started this business, a lot of people said to me, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a scam. Like I said, my boyfriend and my brother, they were really skeptical. They were saying, you'll earn all the people above you the money. And I was telling them about the girl that signed me up, saying she said this and that. And they were saying, well, she would say that. You're going to earn her a load of money and stuff like that. And I just like to reiterate on these calls that pyramid schemes are actually illegal. So we certainly wouldn't be operating here 20 odd years on if we was a pyramid scheme. And also, I actually earn more money than the girl that signed me up to the business. So that kind of squashes that myth as well, that, you know, you earn the people at the top all the money, which a lot of people seem to think. So anyone on this call could be earning more money than me in a year or two. It just completely obviously depends how big you go with it and how big a team you build, basically. So if you did like what you heard on tonight's call and you did want to get involved, you would pay the sign up, the £50 or the €60. You would then be emailed your login instantly. I run my business from my mobile phone. I've just always done it from my iPhone from day one. I don't have a computer or anything. I just don't bother with it. So you can literally run this business from your mobile phone. So you would get your login that the company emailed to you, and you would be ready to go. So say your mum or your best friend said, I'll order some shakes, I want to lose a bit of weight for a holiday or for the summer. You would log on with the login that Juice Plus sent to you, and you would input the customer's details, which takes 30 seconds. It's as simple as that. So Juice Plus then take the payment from the customer, and then they also ship the product directly to the customer's door. So as you can appreciate, you know, the hard bits are really cut out for us. We just do the easy bit realistically. So to start off, you pay 10% commission on any orders that you do. And that soon doubles after 2 promotions. That goes to double. So we're on 20% commission. So money-wise, it's really good. And then obviously you have the bonuses as well that go on top of your wages. We have plans that we send to customers to help them along, basically. And we also have secret support groups on Facebook as well. So we can add them into the customer groups. They're in that group with loads of other like-minded people. We have tips in there and recipes and things like that. And that just gives all the customers support as well. Like I've mentioned, you know, it's up to you how big you want to go with that, how I do really look after my customers, because 90% of my team is built from my customers. So I think it's fab that we have these groups and this support and things like that for them, really. I wanted more money through this business. You know, like I said, I wanted £200. Then I seen the bigger picture and kind of went wild with it. But I wanted more money. I wanted more time with my family. And that is exactly what this opportunity has given to me. I have also set my mum up in business as well. I love the fact this business can help our family, basically, the people around us. You know, when I was growing up, my mum worked 3 jobs to keep me and my brother in the house because she was a single parent. And I kind of never forgot the fact that she just used to work so hard and try and get us what she could. So I really wanted to give back to my mum. So on the 10th of the month, when I get paid, when we all get paid, my mum also gets paid a good amount of money. And that just enables her to basically live life to the full. You know, she's always on holiday and things like that. So the fact that this business can help our family, to me, is just amazing, really. So I love the fact that we have no boss. You know, we have no one to answer to. I don't have to ask anyone if I want a holiday or anything like that. And me and my best friend who's on my team, who's on this call right now, and we're going away next week. We're going to flying to Miami and going on a Caribbean cruise. And obviously, you know, we'll be getting paid while we're there. I'll be getting paid. I can still run my business from my mobile phone. And that is how incredible this business is for me. It's just absolutely perfect. Lots of people earn amazing money. It's not just us here at Juice Plus that earn well. You know, there is people that have good jobs and earn really good money. But a lot of the time I do find that people that do work long hours and have these hard jobs and things like that, they don't even have the time to appreciate it sometimes. My brother's a quantity surveyor, and he has studied for quite a long time, and, you know, he commutes a lot to work, and he always says now, I'm sorry for laughing at you when you first started Juice Plus, because I just didn't have a clue what it kind of was. And he works really hard and doesn't even really have time to appreciate his money that he does earn, basically. So I do love as well in our business the way that there's room for everyone to get to the top. You know, there's no fighting over promotions like in normal jobs. Everyone can get to my position and earn them bonuses. I, as a leader, like to help my team as much as possible. You know, we do team incentives. This month we've got one that I'm doing for a Louis Vuitton bracelet. 2 girls won a trip to come to Vegas with us a few months ago. We do cash incentives, just things like that, really, where people can get involved, have fun. And that's what our business is all about. We do travel. We do go to Marbella and things like that in the summer, like I've said. So if you do like making friends and having fun, this business is definitely for you. But if you do want to sit at home in your pajamas and earn a bit of money, then it's also for you as well. And what I'm going to do now is just get one of the girls out of my team on, just to tell you her journey in the business, basically, and just to let you know that it's not just me that's kind of had success and loves it. So, are you there, Shanice?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. If you could just tell everyone your story for me, please.
Yeah, of course. So I like Natalie, I decided to join the products before, like, I'd seen so many posts on Facebook like wanting to lose weight and stuff, but I was a huge skeptic. I'm a type 1 diabetic, so obviously looking after my health is really important. So I was like, oh my god, do I put that in my body? Like, what's going on? I don't really know what it is. And I was very skeptic at first, but then I did my research on it and I was like, you know what, this can't be like any bad for me. So I started on the shakes at first. I felt amazing. You know, I was one of those people that used to nap all the time. Like when I'd come in from college or university, well, it wasn't even a nap. Like I would sleep for like 2 hours. And so once I started on the shakes, my energy was like higher. I felt amazing. You know, I was sleeping so much better. I was getting up before my alarm in the morning. I felt incredible. So I started the shakes May 2015. And at the time I was at university, but I was like, I was a skint student. So my mum, we moved up to Huddersfield when I was 11 years old, and then she decided to move back down when I was 18, but I decided to stay just because my friends were here and I just wanted to stay anyway. But when she moved back down, I was actually classed as homeless. I had a roof over my head, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have somewhere to call my home. Like I didn't have somewhere that was mine. So for me, when I started university, life was a struggle. Like I couldn't afford anything. You know, if my friends said that they wanted to go out shopping, or whether they wanted to go out for a meal, or whether they wanted to get a holiday booked together, I always had to say no. I was that person in the group that was budgeting, had literally no food in the cupboards or anything. So I actually had to apply for a council listing, and I got a council property. But when I moved in here, you know, I had nothing. I didn't have a bed, I didn't have a wardrobe, I didn't have a sofa, a kettle, a toaster. I had nothing. It was so hard. And looking back, obviously I can see that I've come such a long way, but I'm really proud of that as well, you know. So I joined the business in August 2015 for money, because I was so desperate. I didn't have anything. You know, this was my chance to really bring myself out and show anyone that it's possible. And like Natalie, like I had people telling me that it wasn't going to work, you know. My mum didn't believe in it. She didn't believe that I was going to get my £50 back. I saved that £50 so much, and she was such a huge skeptic. Now she laughs at me. Well, I laugh at her because she's so proud of kind of like how far I've come. But in the past 2.5 years, you know, I've come from not having any money, having to struggle, and just being on my own. You know, obviously I've got my partner who lives with me, but we've struggled so much. So in the past year, I've actually flown to 4 different countries because of this business. You know, I've been able to save up to go on 4 different holidays in the space of, well, it was 11 months actually. We went to Venice, we went to Cyprus, to Turkey, and then to Tenerife as well. And we've just booked another 2-week all-inclusive holiday to Tenerife again in June, which is amazing. You know, I wouldn't be able to do that without this business. I'm actually a full-time university student, so this business is available for anybody. I also work part-time, but just a little announcement for you, I am handing in my notice at the end of the week, just because this business has enabled me to do that now. I can now run this business full-time from my phone, which is amazing. I'm actually picking up my biggest wage on the 10th this month, which will be just over £2,200, which for me is amazing. You know, my partner has to work 2 months to earn that. So it's just completely changed my life. And like Natalie said, there's so many incentives that I've won as well. I've won Pandora ring, I've won £100 cash, I've got a Louis Vuitton bracelet, you know, gift sets, like Lush bath bomb sets. It's amazing what you get with this business. It's not just the money. Like obviously the money is incredible, but it's the time freedom and doing what you want to do every single day. It's just like completely changed my life, and I would really like edge anybody to go for it. When I was at school, I didn't have a lot of confidence. I was one of those people that kind of like sat at the back of the class, and if my teacher had asked me to read a bit of the book out, I'd be the one crouching down, like, so he didn't see me. But you wouldn't believe that now, like listening to me now, you just wouldn't believe that at all. So yeah, the money's obviously great, but the time freedom, the confidence, and everything that it's done for me as well. You know, this business is not going anywhere. We're just fruit and veg, just like Natalie said, and everyone needs fruit and veg. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me. I hope that's okay.
Thank you so much, Shanice. That was amazing. Thank you. I just wanted to get Shanice on there, guys, to kind of, you know, clarify what I've said, basically. She is one of the girls in my team. I didn't even bring Shanice in. So my best friend that's in the business brought Shanice into my team. And then that is kind of how we work. I know there's people saying on the chat there, oh God, you know, how would I go about selling it? I see lots of people doing it. You know, so people are always looking for something. You know, they are always looking to better the health or to earn a little bit of money, like I was and like Shanice was there. That is what it is, and social media is massive now. Apart from my best friend that I keep mentioning there, every single other person that I have got on my team has been a stranger through social media. Someone that's either said, hi, I want help with my weight, or, you know, my skin, or someone that said, hi, I want to earn a little bit of extra money, and people that have come to me. So there is people out there that are looking for something, basically, and that is all that we do. But social media really, really does make our life easier in regards to this business now, because the world's kind of our oyster. I've got team absolutely everywhere in different countries, and it's all come through social media from strangers that I just don't know. And so that kind of sums up our opportunity. It is as simple as that. You know, I hope that this kind of helped a little bit. You would pay the £50 or the €60, and then the world is your oyster. We've got lots of help, support, and we just have lots and lots of fun with this business. So thank you so much for listening in. My name's Natalie Young, if you want to give me a follow on Facebook, and kind of see how our lifestyle is and how we work. And if you are interested, just speak to the person that put you on this call. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, Shanice. Bye.